This year marks the centennial of U.S. participation in World War I. On American artifacts, in the second of a two-part program, Library of Congress curator Ryan Reft continues his tour of the exhibit Echoes of the Great War, American Experiences of World War I.
Here you have a number of postcards of African-American soldiers. Now, this is common for both white and African-American soldiers. You often have pictures taken and then these pictures converted into postcards. Some of these are taken domestically in the States, training camps. Some of them are taken abroad in Europe, right? These, we believe, are mostly taken in Europe. What's significant about this is about 350,000 African-Americans go overseas to serve in the military, mostly in stevedore, camp labor, or clerical positions. There were about 40 or 50,000 soldiers that do serve in combat positions for the French. They were from the 369th, the 370th, 371st, and 372nd. The 369th, sometimes known as the Harlem Hellfighters or the Harlem Rattlers, also happened to house the band of Lieutenant James Reese Europe. This was a regimental band that played a lot of jazz and ragtime tunes. And they are the most famous of a number of African-American bands, regimental bands for the military, that go around France and basically play for not only French, Italian, and American soldiers, and sometimes even German prisoners of war, but also visiting American journalists, such as Irving Cobb. The impact of this is that it spreads American jazz to Europe and really popularizes this form of music. So in its own way, War I not only facilitates the civil rights movement domestically, but culturally, because the idea of jazz was that now you have whites and blacks, Europeans and Americans, sharing space, enjoying the same kind of cultural moment.